Let him that has ears hear what the Spirit is saying to the church. You are listening to the Shofar podcast, where clarity is sounded and alignment is restored. Welcome to 40 Days of Lent, a journey of unlearning, relearning, and realignment. If you're ready to think again, see again, and grow deeper, let us begin. And this is the Shofar. Hello, welcome to the 40 Days of Lent on the Shofar podcast, and welcome to day 34. Now is the final 7 days, and today's topic is walking in new light. You know, the scripture in Psalm 23 says, "Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, for I fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me." That means that when you working, when you going in all thy ways, you should have a consciousness that God is with you, because this new light is the presence of the Spirit of God in your life. Those that are led by the Spirit of God, they are called the sons of God. So the reality and the consciousness of what to become when we come into God is that we walk in new light. Not necessarily look like, when PHCN restore power, but the reality is that we have a consciousness of a spirit. We have a consciousness of we guided by God. Just to look at it, if the manufacturer of a machine is operating the machine, that means that the possibility of the machine working optimally and at most efficient way is very possible, because the manufacturer knows the pros and the cons of the machine. So it is when you are walking in the light of God. You should never have a time in your life that you walk in your understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 6. He says, "Trust the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge the Lord, and He will make your paths," not one, your paths. That means you walk in the light of God. You walk in the new light and in the path of God. So for us not to get lost, for us not to get missing in these 40 days of Lent, in these last 7 days before Palm Sunday, have the understanding that you need to walk in the new light. You need to walk in the light and life of God. Have this reality in your mind, that in these 40 days they are learning is that you have the consciousness of whom is walking with you. Have the consciousness of whom you are working with. Have the consciousness of whom is leading you. And you must always know that it's God that is leading the way. He's in charge. God is in charge. We've learned on this podcast, on many episodes, that you need to give all to God. All to Jesus I surrender. All to Him I freely give. You should hold back nothing from God, because to walk in this new light, you must acknowledge that God, He is. That God is the one that is leading your way. I hope you've learned something on this episode. See you on the next one. And this is the Shofar. Bye. This is a chronicle of chronicles of the books of books, books written inside out, books void and full, books written in the archives of Yahweh. Let the sound settle within you. Reflect honestly. Join me tomorrow on the Shofar podcast. This is the 40 Days of Lent, and this is the Shofar.